know every hidden gem because I'm from here. I'm in love with my city.
So you can start by telling me about your background and how did you get started with being a tour guide in Madrid?
So for me, it's the city I was playing as a kid. I discovered little by little, and that was like the first reason. Another one, and the big one, was one of my university teachers has a company of a tour guide, and she showed me how to explain it and how I explain myself in public and I don't have any shame, which is real. And I love to talk in another languages like as a English or Spanish because they are the most common two that I talk. My teacher told me like, you can start with me little by little. I'm gonna show you how this works, and maybe in the future you're gonna be a nice guide. And I said, okay, perfect. So this is how it started 3 years ago. Just after the COVID-19, I need to talk to everyone, to talk whatever, but with talking, please. So yes, in the reality, this is my dream job.
Oh, that's so good to hear. You say that you got to know Madrid even better and different like way of looking at it. What did you discover of Madrid?
I think the first one is Madrid is as traditional as it can be modern. If you cross a corner, we can be in the 1500 with a cloister convent of nuns, and they make sweets, they don't have TV, and they live real in the 1500s. And you cross the corner and you have like a building, we're in the business area. I think I rediscover my city.
Historical part and finance you're telling me about also remind me of London.
Yes and no. In Madrid, I think there's a little bit from each big capital city from all the world. Because we have different neighborhoods, and in each neighborhood, obviously we have the touristy one where everybody gonna be. Also, as a me as a local, I want to be there because their Christmas lights, the shops are there, the everything is there. Like in a bank holiday when we celebrate whatever, we put all the flea markets and concerts there, and it's perfect. And then you move to different local neighborhoods, and in the local neighborhoods you're gonna discover completely a different city. For example, in Salamanca district neighborhood, you're gonna have like the golden mile of Madrid. Everything is so luxury. It's also the business center now that reminds you to London a little bit. Change completely, and you're in the middle of the Trastevere in Rome. The thing I love is we don't have a character as a city. We have too many characters, and you can discover the Madrid you want depending on what type of vacation do you want to have. Like with your kids, if you have toddlers or teenagers, or if you're alone and it's your honeymoon, it's also perfect.
Or recording the tour according to the customers you have.
It's something I always talk with my clients. I ask for them, and then I obviously cover all their necessities depending on how many people are they, if they are used to walk or not, because I'm super used to walk. So I talk with them. If you want to sit down, we can take a coffee, or we can take, you're on vacation, you need to discover Madrid in the rhythm you want. My job is trying to make you happy. I can adapt to everyone and everything, and I'm super used to whatever they can tell me. If you want to walk, you're gonna walk. You can live in Ohio, Delhi, whatever. I can understand if they need to walk super relaxed. The first thing is I need to know. Just if they want to stop to the bathroom, I need to know where's the closest bathroom, clean and perfect. But as the same, I need to know if they need to sit down, the best cafeteria. So I'm usually like prepare for everything because
Yeah.
literally everything happens to me as a guide. So last week I made a tour with a wheelchair. So you want to rent a wheelchair depending on the tour you're taking with me. If it's the museum tour, they have their own wheelchairs.
Yeah.
Inside, for example. And if it's like a tour, walking tour outside, the government, like the City Hall of Madrid, have their own wheelchairs. So someone told me, okay, 4 hours walking, perfect. Like highlights of Madrid, fantastic. And then you know the client, as you met the client, and in the lobby of the hotel, you know perfectly he's not gonna walk. It's funny, but you need to adapt to everything.
Yeah, that's the great thing about your job is that every day is different, every customer is different. That you don't get bored. And when you have
No,
someone like you love to talk, you always have different stories.
I have too many energy on my body, so if I do not walk, like I do not sleep in the night.
Can you also describe it like a typical tour with you? How does it go like?
Yeah, a typical tour with me usually is the Madrid highlights, for example, which is a 3 hours walking tour. Usually, I can adapt to more or less depending on what the client wants. Here in the city center, I do not mind to pick up them. We stop in the food market so they can recharge themselves, like with a coffee or whatever they want. Like in the way, I'm still like show little hidden gems of the city, like restaurants I go with my friends. Like, you're not local, you will miss the best. I usually mix history, walking, with monuments and hidden gems of the city. 3 hours and a half, depending on how many people are there.
What do you like the most about your job as a tour guide?
The open mind I have right now. Before being a guide, I have my prejudices. After all the time I pass with different people, I learned to don't prejudge anyone in the world by the origin, the religion, the skin, or their appearance. So I'm super open-minded to listen whatever.
Can you do you have maybe some memorable experience or feedback that you could share from a past customer?
Most of my reviews are on Facebook, as half of my work is by Facebook, is catched by Facebook. But I think one of the best things is about who told you and how they can adapt the history to your origins, and you can feel that you are closer to the history from Spain. It doesn't matter where you're from, because 2 weeks ago I had a group from Philippines. God, Philippines were Spain for 300 years. And we don't really remember this because, God, in the history of right now, it's like, no, Philippines is independent and everything, but their language is so similar to the Spanish one. So I take the little things of the Philippines language I've heard, and I try to make our history similar or closer to them, to make them understand we are really sisters and brothers, like we're related. So I think it's all about how you put your intention on how you told the things.
And tell me, there must be some competition in Madrid for the tour guides. How you handle it and how do you stand out?
Well, that's interesting because there's job for everyone, I promise you. High season, we need more people.
Yeah.
That we are so many guides, and it's depending on how many languages do you speak. And there's a big difference between the young guides and the more than 45 guides. But the young guides, we speak English in another level. They can never get it because we learn it from the literally kindergarten, and then we learn it from all our lives, and they learn it being an adults. So we need help from another guy sometimes, because sometimes there's big groups and someone told you, hi, we are 35. I need help because with 35 in Madrid, it's illegal.
So 30 people is the maximum you can have?
As a guide, yes. If you're two guides,
Yeah.
you can be like 30 and 30, one after another, but there's two people in charge to these people.
Then I'm curious, for the free walking tour, how does it happen when like a 36% shows up?
They are the rules. I don't like them. If it's going to be more than 30, you can talk with me and I can manage with another guide. We have like a groups of WhatsApp. Like everybody helps each other. It's not really a competition. Everybody has work.
Madrid having like too many tourists and to tap the tourism industry a bit more?
We're trying to change the tourism to luxury tourism. What we call luxury tourism is the tourism that wants to discover the city without talking about alcohol. Trying to avoid the typical tourism, for example, amazing drunk people where they destroy everything. We try to avoid this.
Yeah.
The tourism in general is welcomed. We are trying to put some we don't have like taxes. We have some rules for the Airbnbs and tourism apartments. But just to don't disappear the neighborhoods of Madrid because they have too many character and we need to take care of the neighbors.
Yeah.
But that's it. So it's really like we don't have like a problem with the tourism.
So is it like, I don't know, was it like Barcelona who has some
No.
news, or?
No.
Okay.
It's completely different as Barcelona.
If a customer come to you like next year, what kind of food do you think that person will be interested to, or what you will be looking for?
Well, this change by the season.
Yeah.
Okay. During Christmas, there's a lot of tapas and museum tours. Like during the cold times.
Yeah.
As the hot times, like the hot weather in Madrid, which is like July, August. You can only survive inside somewhere. So because it's too hot, like incredible. So during the spring and during the autumn, or more or less like mild seasons, there are gonna be more walking tours and more local neighborhood tours, which I love to do, like local neighborhood plus hidden gems of Madrid. So I usually make like walking tours during the mild seasons and everything else during the hotter, cold seasons.
So what kind of tour are you mostly looking forward to? Like you were mentioning luxury tours. Is that your target now?
Yes, I consider a luxury tour a private tour.
Yeah.
I do not make like free tours. But when I started being a guide, this was probably like 2 weeks of my life, and then I changed it because it came like that. So I changed it easily, and I moved from a hotel to hotel, from a company to another company, and as a freelance too. So I'm pretty used to a medium high class of tourists. They want something different, something special, something private.
Yeah. And very personalized. With
Yes.
a lot of preparation on your side.
Not with 20 more people looking and taking photos,
Yeah. I have quite a challenge for you. So I'm from Belgium. My husband is from India. We live in Germany. How will you tailor the tour for us?
Woo! Depending. The thing is, I love kids. So when something I learned about my tours and being a guide is when the kid is happy, the parent is happy.
Oh yeah, that's so true.
It's the truth. So if you're making a tour with kids, the first thing I need to manage is how old are the kids?
3 and 6.
Perfect. 3 and 6 toddlers.
6 not anymore, but yeah, it's cool kids.
Not like, for me it's perfect because they are so energetic.
Oh, yeah.
So we make more a gymkhana about Madrid than a tour. They help me to find some things, to understand some names. So the first thing is the kids. And after that, I'm going to talk with you because I've been in Belgium a lot of times. And my best friend husband is from India. So I had
Don't you already have those connections?
a lot of connections with barely everyone.
You have Germany also?
No, well, I have family in Munich.
Okay.
Not German, but I have
Munich is
three
Germany.
little blonde guys who talk half German, half Spanish.
Okay.
So, yes and no. Not German, but I have a friend which is living in the, Black Forest.
Yes.
Is the name?
Yeah.
That's the Black Forest.
Yeah, it's in the west.
So we can talk of everything.
Yeah, I think I mean, it's very, like you said, it's very good that tour guides, they're important because of how the way they behave with the customers and how you talk to them. I also remember of my time when I was backpacking alone and I had some tour guides very boring, who would just talk like a book, but others who would like just catch your attention, tell stories, make you laugh. And that's just so great. I thought also like to find somebody who would be like open to the kids and make them participate. It's even harder.
Well, for me, it's not hard because I love kids. Like, it's really like unintentional a lot of times that I go with the kids directly and they go with me and we make friends.
Oh,
That's it.
that is good.
I was a teacher, so I'm also very expert in little toddlers and kids and also in teenagers. So it's trying to catch their attention because if it's boring for them, they're gonna be like surrounding you like, Mom, Dad, I'm boring. What are we gonna do? What? So because they are kids.
Yeah.
And I understand completely. When I get bored in the past, I was exactly the same. Yeah. So we only need to get their attention and then I get yours too.
Okay, let's wrap this up. And like, is there anything else you would like future traveler, tourists to get to know about you? Anything else you want to add?
I'm super happy always. There's
I can
something funny, but it's true. I promise you, I'm like this every day. And it's a lot of people told me like, why are you that happy? Well, I'm working in my dream job. I don't have like a schedule in an office. I burn all my energy, which makes me so happy because I sleep very well. So, no, I'm very like energetic. I'm very extrovert. I can learn about everything. Like, don't be shy to share your things with me because if you want it, I'm gonna share my things with you. Like, depends on how the client is. I can be like super strict guide with only telling you like things about history, or I can be your friend, and that it depends. So I think if you're finding or you're searching for a private exclusive experience with someone local, which I think it's a very important point here because I born and raised here in that streets. So for me is something that I love. I'm in love with my city. So the first thing is, if you want something exclusive, like an exclusive experience, find a guy that is from this city. Is the first advertise I'm gonna tell you, and I'm from Madrid, so I think it's the best option.
Yeah, that sounds so great. Your trip really sounds amazing. I'm already like,
Thank you so
I'm
much.
thinking myself, trying some tapas or some sangria with you.
And I will take care of everyone which is drunk, I promise.
Okay, well, thank you for this interview.
To you, Mari. It was a
Good time.
pleasure. We keep in touch.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, bye bye. Thank you so
Bye. Thank
much.
you.
Bye.